The moment you stop searching, something strange happens. Not because you finally find the answer. Not because life suddenly becomes perfect. Not because some hidden door opens in the sky. But because the part of you that was desperately reaching begins to lose its grip. And when that grip softens, you start to notice something that was never actually missing. Most people spend their entire lives searching for purpose, searching for peace, searching for the right version of themselves. And at first, searching feels meaningful. It feels noble. It feels like growth. But eventually, if you're honest with yourself, you begin to notice something uncomfortable. The search itself becomes exhausting. No matter how much you learn, there is always another teaching. No matter how much you heal, there is always another wound. No matter how much you understand, there is always another question. And slowly, the search that once felt sacred begins to feel like a cage. Because you are not just searching for truth anymore. You're searching for relief from yourself. And this is where the shift begins. Searching always points your attention to somewhere else. Somewhere deeper, higher, beyond. And that's the trap. Because as long as truth is imagined as something ahead of you, you keep overlooking what is already present. You keep believing realization is an event you're moving toward. You keep treating presence like a destination. You keep treating the monad like something hidden behind enough spiritual effort, enough discipline, enough purification. But the monad is not ahead of you. It is not waiting at the end of your search. It is the awareness in which the searching appears. That is the part the mind doesn't want to hear, because the mind survives by movement. It wants another method. It wants another concept. It wants another thing to chase. But what you are searching for cannot be reached by chasing, because it is not separate from the one who is looking. This is the part where you have to be brutally honest with yourself. Sometimes searching is not growth. Sometimes it's avoidance wearing sacred clothing. You keep searching because stillness feels too simple. You keep searching because silence feels too empty. You keep searching because if you stop, you may have to face the fear underneath the movement. The fear that nothing dramatic is going to come. The fear that there is no final version of you to become. The fear that the peace you want may not arrive as an emotional high, but as a quiet surrender of the one who keeps demanding certainty. And that is uncomfortable. Because the ego would rather chase enlightenment than to dissolve into presence. It would rather collect spiritual language than sit quietly without needing to become special. It would rather say, I am on a journey, than to admit, I am afraid to stop. But stopping doesn't mean giving up. It means seeing clearly. It means recognizing when the search has stopped serving truth and started feeding identity. Because a person can be addicted to seeking. A person can become attached to being the one who is almost there. Almost healed, almost free. But almost free is still not freedom. When you stop searching, The mind may not feel peaceful at first. It may panic, because the search gave it purpose. The search gave it control. The search gave it something to manage. And without the search, the mind starts asking, what do I do now? Am I becoming lazy? What if I miss the truth? But look closely. All of those questions come from fear. They come from the same inner movement that kept you chasing in the first place. The mind cannot imagine truth without pursuit. It cannot imagine peace without effort. It cannot imagine being without becoming. So when you stop searching, the mind interprets stillness as danger. But stillness is not danger. Stillness is where the false urgency begins to fall apart. And when that urgency falls apart, you begin to see how much of your spiritual life was powered by subtle anxiety. The anxiety of not being enough yet, not knowing enough yet, not healed enough yet, not awakened enough yet. But the monad is not waiting for you to become enough. It is what you are before the measurement begins. When you stop searching, you don't find a final answer. You find presence. Simple, immediate, unimpressive to the ego, but unmistakable. You notice the room you're in. You notice your breath. You notice the silence beneath thought. You notice that awareness is already here before you name it, before you explain it, before you spiritualize it. And for a moment, life isn't a problem to solve. It's just here. You're just here. Not as a story, not as an identity, not as someone trying to arrive. Just this open field of being. This is why the monad cannot be found through searching. Because searching assumes distance. Searching assumes absence. Searching assumes separation between you and the truth. But the monad is not separate from this moment. It is the ground of this moment. It is the silent unity beneath every experience. It is not something you possess. It is not something you achieve. It is what remains when the restless movement of becoming no longer defines you. Stopping the search does not mean you stop living. You still work. You still create. You still heal. You still learn. You still make decisions. You still take care of your body, your relationships, your responsibilities, and your future. But the inner posture changes. You stop moving from lack. You stop trying to prove you are worthy of peace. You stop turning every emotion into a problem. You stop treating every difficult moment as evidence that you are failing spiritually. Instead, life becomes simpler. Not always easier, but simpler. You begin to meet experience without needing it to complete you. You begin to act without the constant pressure of becoming someone else. You begin to realize that growth is not about escaping the present version of yourself. It is about seeing through the illusion that your deepest being was ever incomplete. That's not passivity. That's clarity. Because when the search relaxes, action becomes cleaner. You are no longer using life to run away from yourself. You are living from the presence that was here before the search began. So, if you've been searching for a long time, pause. Not forever. Not as a rule. Just pause long enough to see what the search is actually made of. Is it love or fear? Is it truth or restlessness? Is it clarity or the belief that you are still missing something essential? Because the moment you stop searching, you may discover that what you wanted was never hiding from you. It was simply too close for the seeker to find. The monad was not waiting at the end of the path. It was the silent reality present through every step. Before the question, during the confusion, after the exhaustion. Here, now, unmoved, whole, already present. And when that is recognized, even for a moment, the search does not need to be destroyed. It simply loses its authority. Because you finally see, you were not searching for the monad. The monad was the awareness in which the search appeared. If this journey spoke to you, be sure to like, subscribe, and share this video with someone ready to experience life beyond thought. Comment below. I am here. I read every comment. If you'd like to support my work directly, you can do so at buymeacoffee.com/MagnumOpus333. Or you can explore some original merchandise in my Teespring store online. The link is in the description below. Remember, your consciousness is the key that unlocks reality. Let's keep unlocking it together. Thank you for watching. Until next time.